Hello. Even though we might potentially end up with a power outage here because of the weather outside, we're doing Resi farming and also, I guess, showing off my big bald head. Anyways. Oh yeah, no, I just shaved all my hair off. Yeah, it's all gone. It's all gone.
An entity from the void has emerged into our world.
It's been a few years since I did that to myself, so I thought it was time. Maybe. Yeah, no, Baldness reveal kind of set up the idea that only the top would be gone, didn't it? So, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, we're doing a 14 Seat of the Triumvirate. I need Seat, Magister's Terrace, and Mysara to finish out Resi 14s. So that's what we're trying to work on. Oh, is that a Hardy Feast? No, it's not. Okay, don't trust it. Ogavoker definitely gets it. Feral's kind of sturdy. Devourer's not. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Also, Loopy, welcome in. Hello. The Evoker has called the Feral Druid hung like a fucking horse. BT dub. They're both from Sargeras. I assume they're from the same guild. I don't know. I'm not trying to... I don't think they're in the same guild, actually. Maybe? Nope, they're not. Okay. Yeah, imagine. This is not the first time. It won't be the last time, probably. Whether by genetics or choice, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah. Oh,
5,
my camera's light.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Wow. We started on time. That's great. Oh, book club in 20. You have book club on on Monday, yeah, because walk club is Tuesday. I have my damn clubs mixed up. Don't mind me. Alright, I'm gonna pre-spread here. I don't know why I gave the Aug Evoker the shieldy dealy. Oh, okay, book club hasn't missed since January. Interesting. Cool, that's good. This sounds like it's good that you're back on then. That's neat. Hey, the group did this good. That was way easier than I expected it to be. Although the tank did just take the bleed from being out of the range on the Shadow Guard, so... Not a fan of that. But... Alright. I got my button there. I think I reliably have freedom most of the time for that, so that's pretty good. Dude, heated, like, hot yoga sounds like torture most of the time. Anytime anyone talks about doing a heated workout, I'm like, is just doing the workout not enough? Question mark. I've contributed, like, no damage here. Oh, he got triple charge. Jesus. There's a pack over there. I can't get too close to this side. I'm over capping Holy Power big style, too. Holy shit. Alright, I'm taking it off the Evoker, because last time he had it, he was pretty tender. LARPing, hell yeah, let's go. What are we role-playing, Loopy? Tell me. That sounded a little more suggestive than I intended it to. Anyways. Ah, Nish, thank you for the follow. I have not had a drink break yet. I don't even... I do have my correct amount of water on my bar. Okay, good. I should have gone to a follower dungeon while I was debating if I wanted to queue or not. Went it in. Thank you for the resub. 39 freaking months. That's a little bit more than a month of sub for every year that we've known each other. A little bit more. I say it's almost actually like double, but, you know. Crazy. I need to be out of the middle because here comes the boss and I'm at 29% mana. Time to do some damn. Yeah, I can deal with promotions and fussiness after. Oh, there's Stagger bleeding out the tank. Okay. Nah, we're good. Once I hit 80, I'm getting up. Oh, is there a mod thing? Did somebody say? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Holy shit. Not goal getter. Oh, it's raining crazy outside now. Good thing I just closed up the windows enough that I shouldn't get rain. With this new computer setup in our office, or what we now have as our office, my computer's like kind of close to the window in a way I don't like. I mean, I like it, but I also like don't like it because if we have the window open for temperature reasons, it can get a little spooky in terms of like, hey, if rain flies through there, that's gonna fucking suck. Oh, you're in the car? Hot damn. Hopefully the kiddos are having good sports time. I said that like a true nerd, so you know, I mean, you know it's legit. Okay, I got some time for free DPS here. My mana is really good. This group is really fucking blasting. We're having a good time. Hopefully, duties in the non-joke sense. I had a better wording for that, and I don't know. I got healer brain on right now. I'm responding to health bars too much. I'm actually kind of starting to think about changing my build a little bit because I've been seeing some of the top holy paladins starting to do a rot damage build with Light of Dawn for keys, which seems like it would be kind of nice. Damn, not the duty Phasmo face. Oh man. I don't know why I was about to put a whole ass holy light on the tank. That was completely extra and unnecessary. Also, the wife is drying her hair. I don't know if you hear that coming through, but if so, say hello to Taters with the dry hair. That rain is coming crazy. No, you're good. I have a filter. They actually probably can't hear you. I can hear you, but it's fine. Also, I'm yelling to my wife into my microphone, so now I am the problem. It's me. Whoosh. Okay. 0%. Fuck yeah. 80% mana. I don't need to sit and drink break for nothing. Oh, yeah. No, I don't have no Discord. I do have a Discord audio source set, but I am not in a Discord at the moment. I guess I can check. I need to check these windows super fast to make sure there's no leakage. Figure out their motives and put a stop to their efforts. I still have this one like cracked like a teensy bit because I do need the fresh air coming in here because it gets kind of hot in here. So I am way overcapped on holy power. I need to blast some shields. Oh my god, yeah, no, I did this like a few days ago, and I'm gonna be real honest, I kind of low-key hate it, but I wanted to, like, it's my first time since, in 2022 of, like, actually starting fresh and letting it kind of regrow from scratch, so I kind of wanted to, like, see how it went. Oh, I have a bleed on me. Oh, that's why my health bar is doing tricks on it. And also, like, honestly, I'm a lot healthier these days. And it might be nice to see if my hair regrows in a way that is better. Although it's not going to fix the bald spot on the back of my head I can see in all my photos and I hate. But that's, you know, that's just called being 40, I guess. And I don't really know where I'm going to let it go this time. I'm going to see what feels right when, like, summer hits and we're kind of letting it grow in a little bit. Honestly, this group's pretty fucking stacked. This is pretty well set. The Evoker was not wrong that this druid kind of slaps. So, oh, we're getting rifted. I think I still have the build from the Lightsmith talent that gives me extra dispels, which is pretty sweet in this key because there's a lot of those double barrel dispels that are nasty as hell. Plus, I have double freedom for the chains. Both of which are very good choices in here. Not just because I made them, but because genuinely they help a lot. Healing demand in here is kind of crazy. Get a little aura mastery going. I'm trying to figure out better like where to put my cooldowns in high keys, because if I'm pushing to myth, I have to do all the way up to 16s. So given that, I'm kind of like trying to like suss out what the right spot's gonna be to like put stuff and plan around it. You need to get one of those stenographer keyboards if you're going hands off like that. I think that's the trick. Oh, I'm casting a shitty light at dawn. Don't look at me. Do not perceive me casting heals. Oh right, there's chain mobs in this pack too. I hate it here. I didn't get the evoker, so now he's suffering. Let's give him a sack. Sack of these nuts. Got him. He didn't even know he got. Anyways. Alright. Oh, I have 2 seconds on freedom. That was a scary 2 seconds. I hate it. Yeah, I actually have not seen a feral in a high key yet. I think the highest key I saw a feral in so far is like a 12? Since I've been trying to push for Resi 14s and since we did that 115 earlier this week, yeah, I have not seen feral too much. Like if you see a high end, like if you see like a druid and a DPS like in a high key, that was I butchered that sentence to death. Anyways, that's usually balance, is what I was going to say. Okay, do we have a subjugator in this poll? I think there's not. I don't think we have a subjugator again until closer to the boss. I am building too much holy power. It's okay though. Here comes a shield. Like, chains are half the reason I have anxiety healing this season, because, like, on low keys, DPS are like, that's a healer problem, and it's like, no, on a high key, you're just gonna fucking die if you don't deal with it, so you better get good at it. Like, everybody and their mother has a way of clearing chains, and I'm like, in low keys, I'm like, please, just do it. Just do it. Get good at it now if you're trying to push. Because it will get harder. That's not even a euphemism. Alright, yeah, I should be good on mana. Then trying not to cast as many, like, spam holy lights, because that's been a real bad habit in high keys so far for me, is that I will, like, absolutely, like, just slam on that holy light button until my mana goes completely dry. Yeah, any movement ability clears it. Like, Monk Tiger Lust does it. DK is kind of fucked on it, because you can pre-AMS it, but you have to pre-AMS it. If you AMS after or Death's Advance, it doesn't work, which is really stupid. But, like, Monk and Tiger's Lust it. Druids can just form shift. Like, any form will do. Like, just any shift will get you. Hunters can disengage, DHs can Vengeful Retreat. Those are all just off the top of my head. Which you can see quite easily on camera because of Baldness. It's a shave, not a baldness, I don't know. But baldness would be very different. We're not there yet. Based on how my dad's hairline looked, we'll probably get there, but that's you know, maybe another 10, 15-year problem. Yeah, no, like, if you're trying to do it on DK, you have to actually, like, know the ability timing, which, like, super sucks because it's trash, so you don't have, like, a lot of good ways to get, like, alerted about it, so you're just kind of, like, it's, like, one of those, like, obscure dungeon knowledge things where you have to, like, really be locked in. Which, like, you know, sucks because everyone else can just use an ability, but, like... Man, I did this on my AUG Evoker on a 10 last night, and I haven't been playing much DPS this season in keys, and I am so fucking bad at interrupting nowadays. Like, when I have to target switch on this fight to do it, I was so bad. Like, I kind of pulled it off, but, like, shit.
Only the strongest
I fucked that up
survive.
big style. Okay, can't get the debuff, so we're good. Yeah, that's true. Oh no, wait, did he get the debuff? No, he did, yeah, we have a lot of extra stuff going on that I'm behind on because I died. Anyways. I don't know why, like, I panicked and was like, oh my god, I can't step through that. That's gonna be bad because it does damage. I just had, like, a total brain fart moment there. It's pretty awful. But yeah, no, you're right. I'm overqualifying. It's bald. I'm bald. It's me bald. I'm gonna give the druid my sword to make up for that. That sounds like a euphemism too. That's not intended to be. Oh, there's a bomb spawning there. Let's maybe not do that. I'm gonna probably take this range one because I'm already like safely here. I'm just gonna use my lay on hand. I always like, dude, the first time I do keys on my pally, like after a few days of not doing them, I always fucking forget that like half the point of being in Lightsmith, besides damage contribution and the shield, is that you get like lay on hands CDR, so you can just like rip that shit whenever you need it, pretty much. So I'm like watching people take big damn, and I'm like, I wonder if anyone's gonna do anything about that. It's me. I'm someone. I should do something about it. Ooh, this bomb spread is awful. We're gonna kill him before it matters. Okay, cool. I was about to just, like, eat that bomb alive, but...
Thank you for removing the obstacles between me and this staff, heroes.
Okay. Yeah, no, my mana's good enough. And I need to get up anyways, because the cleave on that thing has such range. I'm not trying to get blasted from afar. Because, of course, I also got the debuff on the first round.
Eliminating him will give us an opportunity to get in ourselves. I'll see.
Alright, yeah. My mana's in a good spot. I should be okay for this. I got shield and one. There we go. Big send. I'm going to stack it out here. I'm going to bubble out that debuff. I'm gonna take... I actually don't trust that I can take that cleave. That worked really well. Okay, cool. Now I'm not gonna be double stacked on the debuff, because that would have sucked. I'm gonna aura mastery this, because this pull sucks so bad as a healer. I did this on like a 6 on my Resto Druid the other day, and it was like... It was like... You could prep for it more on Resto, which makes it kind of nice, but like it was still pretty awful. Like it still did not feel great. Am I out of that cleave? No, I mean honestly, like if you don't have the time for that, I wouldn't even worry about it. Like maybe a couple of good like targeted 10s if you got bonus rolls so that you can like use them to get some chances at some 272 goodies, but like nah, spend your time strategically. I mean, if you have like a night where you ain't gonna be doing anything, then hell yeah, but like let her rip. But getting that, like if you could get like 2 vault slots and hit like 3 extra keys, like hit 3 keys to get to that like 4 slot, like that's perfect. Okay, so we're pinging over here, but we're doing some... Oh, we're doing the thread the needle shit. Yeah. Okay. Also, I'm answering guild chat out loud, but I couldn't tell you when it in. I don't know what Valera tank damage is looking like these days, because I haven't used her as a tank in a minute. Oh, boy. I fucking knew that was going to happen.
Longer.
Oh, I literally got a res on me the second I hit release. Holy shit. I'm so bad. That was pretty funny, though, actually, because the effect still, like, visually went on my character. Which is kind of funny. I don't have a defensive here, so that feels kind of bad. Nah, we're okay. We're okay. We got shields out. We're fine. I will be real, though. Like, I feel like Valera's damage is so screwy in general. Like, I've noticed that, like... Okay, so... I suffered yesterday. I can tell everybody the story of my suffering. On my Evoker, I ended up doing Collegiate Calamity 10 times yesterday to get the vendor to drop gloves that I could use. Oh, shit. So I did it like 10 different times with hers DPS, and I was playing Prez. And yeah, like one pull she would be doing like 200k DPS, like going insane, and then the next pull, like the next run, she would do like 20k. The variability was like literally insane out of nowhere. And I've just noticed that just, oh my god, the tank ate 5 balls. How are you eating 5? I'm gonna eat 1. Okay. I don't have bubble. Until now. Oh my god. I mean, we're still like super far on this timer. We're fine. This run's kind of cooked a little bit, but it will be okay. We'll still hit the timer. Yeah, like luckily I did finally get the gloves, but yeah, her damage is like insanely variable. Like I could not tell you why. I can only really attribute it to maybe being a bug because just it doesn't make any sense otherwise. Like how the same Valera with the same talents and the same loadout on the same character can be so different, like pull to pull. Hey William, welcome in. I'm just sweating over here to 14. I just watched my tank take 5 balls to the face and not live it, but stagger has its limitations, I suppose. Oh, my mana is cooked. Okay, we can go DPS mode here for a second, though. Until we get balls out, this actually does not hurt a lot, and I have Aura Mastery, so... Okay. I just need to send one more shield without getting hit. Oh yeah, no, it's just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. I don't know why I'm singing that song. Anyways. Oh, double Shadow Weaver pull. Alright. Well, if we make it out of this pull and this boss, then, I mean, the rest of the key is free, basically, so. We got some real ball gobblers in here, though. So, I don't know. The tank really got himself good there. Alright, let's get that out there. Dude, the glowies are so cool. I'm actually kind of mad this season that they're so understated compared to the past. Like, I like the Paladin set, but like, the glow on it's kinda not awesome. Like, it's just a little bit of extra glow to the shoulder face. Like, which is neat, don't get me wrong, but like some past seasons they did like a really good job of making it like awesome. Like there was so much going on with it, and it's just like not that this season for all the specs, at least. I mean, like all the specs I've looked at so far, the glow is like pretty subtle, which is some people's like canity. Yeah, let's get that tea out of a can. But some people's cup of tea, but it's not mine. I kind of like that WoW is like very ostentatious in that way. And I'm like super not paying attention to people's health bars there for a minute. Whoopsie. It's kind of like my actual job at the moment. I should probably focus up. Let's get out of that. Okay, this is where we start taking a shit ton of damage, so we need to really use those infusion procs. Alright, I'm going kind of bare into this. I don't have Aura Mastery, and I'll have Shield. Okay, yeah, so this is going to help a lot. We've got a couple of infusion procs, so we're going to have to do that. I have Holy Light Cleave, so we're just going to kind of slam on that here. Alright, that wasn't bad at all, actually. I've seen some of that stuff in Guild Wars 2, and like, yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, I feel like there's definitely a place for like grounded realism in games, but I don't think that a lot of fantasy settings that are like high fantasy are really the place, I guess. Like, I know Zeph like loves the grounded stuff like a lot, but like, I don't know. I don't vibe with it the same way. You know. I literally like danced out to almost touch that ball, and then I was like, whoopsie, let me change my mind about that. Oh shit, we got, okay. No, we're fine. That tentacle should be able to die before it actually starts contributing damage. And I have Aura Mastery here, plus Shield, plus my own Bubble cooldown. I'm not using Divine Shield yet. I want to save that in case we get one more phase. I was like so out of range. I was trying to hit Shield of the Righteous, and I think I was like a mile away from the boss, it felt like. I actually kind of hate that, like, there is a skill check component to Divine or Shield of the Righteous where, like, you can use it without having a target in range and just whiff on it and spend the holy power to do nothing. Like, it's cool that there's some stuff in the game that kind of, like, has that component to it, but, like, God, it feels awful when it happens to you. I want to contribute damage here, but... Alright, yeah, this is just the time to send Bubble. Okay, cool. That worked out. Although we are short 0.78% on trash. Oh my god. Are we actually going back to get the trash now? Like, we can just do the boss and then go back and go back and kill a thing. Oh, I don't like doing this in reverse. I have the distances, like, very, like, marked out for how I should do that when I'm coming through, like, the normal way, but going backwards through it. Why are we taking him over the water? Alright, well, if this works, I don't care, but this seems a little obnoxious for... I'm not sure what the payoff is, to be honest. Oh yeah, you switched to keyboard? I thought you were still on controller for some reason. That's kind of interesting. Because yeah, movement-wise, there's definitely a lot there. Like, mouse movement is really what you want to start, like, trying to learn, because it does make using your hotkeys and stuff substantially easier. But it's also kind of an acquired thing. Stefan might actually have good guidance there, because I don't know how much he does it anymore, but he used to be a clicker, so he used to do keyboard movement and like click his abilities and like still perform reasonably well. We give him shit about it, but like he made it work, so
Such anguish. I have never
might be worth an ask. Oh, my mana's full. Let's fucking go. And we have the boss RP almost done.
The few cases I know of have occurred.
But also, I mean, I use like this 3D printed monstrosity here to control all my shit, so I have a joystick and a fake keyboard map to it, so.
This entity must die.
Okay, let's get that shield out. Oh, and we have hero up. Let's fucking go. Oh, I'm gonna be so overcapped on holy power here for a minute. Alright, I really need to, like, actually be able to see what I'm doing here. Alright, we have a free holy light. Let's use that. A holy shock. I'm gonna go kind of up the platform here. I'm not trying to be too bizarro. I almost died to that because I was not prepped for the healing demand. Yeah, I'm not sure if that explains the pony taunting necessarily, but I could see the case for sure. Okay, we only have 2 notes still up. I'm just gonna kind of space this out here. Did we have another one up? Ah, shit, we did. That's all right. I fucked that up. Although, funny enough, by goofing that up, this is basically a healer mechanic at this point, because the longer this phase lives, the harder it is for me to do my job. So, you know, we're having fun. Okay, somebody's gonna get it. Okay, cool. Now we're in straight damage amp hours. So there's like literally no healing requirement here, so I can just hit my buttons good and fast. Oh yeah, we're in Crusader now. Let's go. Alright. I gotta use up those infusion procs on healing. Let's get a fresh consecration under the boss. Okay, I got Divine Shield here, but I also have a lot of procs, so I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna respect the mechanic. We're gonna respect it. Alright, I'm gonna kind of camp this one here, because I had a hunch I was gonna get hit. Got a defensive here. Oh my god, we have like such a small sliver of this room. Ooh, that was nuts. Okay, no, we're good, we're good. Boss gonna die. Alright. Now we go lazy mode so we can lock it in. I'm gonna walk over the boundary there because I always like am not 100% sure when my Divine Shield's gonna wear out. So I like don't want to chance it. Sweet, and we're gonna damage amp at 0%. All right.
How did a being of the light become
Okay, I think the rain settled down a little bit, so I don't have to worry about my shit getting wet. Ah.
Void is a force of change, of transformation.
All right, well, other than that wave at the end, there were some good lessons there for me, because I think the first two deaths were mine. I don't want that. Okay,
fallen Naru's
cool.
power?
And that is, I think that's my third vault slot? Maybe?
You stand
I don't
on the
know.
cusp of destiny, Illyria.
Huh.
There will be choices
Demon Hunter's
to
already
make
gone. That's crazy.
and consequences to face.
Yeah, wrestling can definitely be fun when you're getting back into it. There's like a lot going on, and every week I feel like I like wrestling, but I think charitably most wrestling shows this day kind of narrate everything to you like you're suffering from brain trauma and you've never seen it before in your life. So they do a lot of recapping and like, hey, this is what's going on with these characters. Understand this. Make sure you get this. Make sure you comprehend what's happening here. So it kind of like works out. Like you can just like pick up any episode and it's like reasonably easy to get into, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I haven't been watching much of any of it. I basically consume wrestling entirely through social media at this point, which is kind of funny. Like I basically just get clips and stuff like that. And that's like, I enjoy watching it that way. You get to see all the cool highlights, but sometimes like I do like wrestling, but man, sometimes sitting through like a 3-hour TV show is kind of a lot to ask. It feels kind of like, all right. It like when I have like cable TV where I can watch it on my computer, like either having a cable box hooked up over HDMI or if it's just like streaming, like that does make it kind of nice. But man, when I was trying to watch it on like a TV and actually like sit down and make a habit out of it, like 3-hour shows are too long. 2-hour shows can kind of get there, but I had an easier time with that. Like in the big heyday of like Dynamite back in like 2020, 2021 era, like I would sit down and make a point of watching that, like no distractions every week. Okay, so the rain is still coming in, but window seal's pretty good. I have like the tiniest little opening for air, but there's like no water getting through as far as I know. I'm actually gonna check this before I sign out because I got 2 more keys to finish. Cool. All right, we're cooking. Yeah, watching it in shifts I feel like is probably also good, especially because there's so many recaps and stuff too, where like you can genuinely like kind of leave off and come back to like hour 2 and they'll like remind you what happened, which is pretty sweet. Unless you're actually trying to watch it in one sitting, at which point like that gets kind of annoying, but okay, so we just need a Mysara and a Magisters now. Warrior tank from Ragnaros with a 3200. That's literally the same tank and Feral Druid, I think. We'll try it. And that group has a Paladin. Well, we're 14's still not the level where like class stacking gets bad. So Oh yeah, no, like if you stopped watching in 2015, like legit the women's like wrestling like movement in general is like drastically changed, because almost like exactly after you stopped watching, they had like a whole lot of stuff where the like there were a lot of big tweaks and changes. There was a lot more focus on it. Like unless you were watching like Japanese like Joshi in like the 90s, like it's probably one of the better spots that it's been in. Oh yeah, they declined me straight up. No, that was a D list actually. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, we'll see if I get. Oh no, they got a. Nope, that's an Ellie shaman who's marked as a healer. Okay, well we'll see. I have a hunch I'm not going to that group either. Double Demon Hunter group. Ooh, those scores are a little sus. I mean, the Devourer is the one who's listed, but doesn't have a 14 timed. Best key's a 13, one chest, and Seat, which is a hard dungeon, to be fair. Best for the dungeon's a 2 chest, 12. I'm gonna sit on that for a minute. I'm gonna cancel that group because I have a hunch I'm not going. Also, I don't know, like, it feels like it's just my monitor, but I can tell from the feed that it's actually, like, how the game looks. Like, every now and then the game has this, like, dusk in Silver Moon that looks, like, freaking amazing. Like, just the way that everything's kind of, like, the tone of everything is really cool. I like it. Let's see what this vault's looking like for the week. Ooh, 1 key away from a full dungeon row. Got my full heroic row. That's pretty sweet. I'm not finishing that world row because it's pointless at this point. This is literally the only row that's going to be interesting to me, unless maybe a heroic litany from Paladins is in this row, because that's a pretty good trinket for me for M+, because Ribbon's kind of iffy there. But it would be more of a side grade. Like, I mean, I'm going to be trying to push keys, so like I kind of want it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Mostly I just need to get uncrest capped so I can actually upgrade my shit again, because being stuck like right under 280 feels awful, and I have no means of like pushing that higher right now because I'm completely crest capped on like everything except for veteran and below. Veteran I'm at like, actually I'm more capped on adventurer? That's weird. Anyways, I haven't been doing like main weekly activities on this character in a minute because I've been using the weeklies on my alts to like push their gear. Ooh, Azralon, but 35-47 score. Okay. Yeah, we'll give these guys a try. Cool. Alright, tank healer and a DPS already. That's good, that's good. Because I just need this, and then I need a Mysara. Mysara does kind of scare me at a 14. I feel like there's a lot of pulls in there that get real tricky, but I guess we'll be saving that for last. I didn't want to save Seat for last because I felt like mentally getting over the Seat hump early was going to be beneficial, and it is. It feels good, but I don't know. I have a little bit of dread for Mysara because every time I go in there to heal it, I feel like there's like new layers of fuckery that happen and like things get weird. I'm actually gonna close this window so I don't have to keep freaking out about it. There we go. Yeah, Io Sky, like some of her matches in WWE have been pretty good. I'm going to be that wrestling nerd. Some of her Japan stuff, though, from her original run, like, is incredible. Like, they have some insane, like, matches over there. Like, she came from Stardom over there, if I remember correctly, and, like, when they were, like, peak. Critical Role episodes are up to 4? Oh, geez. I'm going to expose myself. I don't really watch Critical Role. Like, I'm aware of it. Why did we delist? Anyways. Alright. This group wasn't even listed that long. I never get the meta of, like, how long people will list their groups for and how they, like, recycle it to try to get people to apply. Or if it's just to kick out people out of the queue. I don't know. I mean, wrestling fandom wise though, that does remind me of like WrestleMania before they split it to 2 nights, because like the last WrestleMania they did all on one night was in like 2019. It was like pre-pandemic, and it was like 8 hours long. Like if you count the pre-show, it was like 10 hours long. Like you were just sitting there. Like imagine like being in attendance in a stadium, in an outdoor stadium in a cold area in early April for like fucking 10 hours plus however long it takes you to actually get in and get seated. Like just awful. Awful. Like the last WrestleMania I went to in person was 2015, and I got there kind of late into the pre-show, and that was still like 5 hours. It was over at the 49ers Stadium, the new one, which is pretty neat. Hey, Katie, welcome in. We just finished up a 14 seat of the Triumvirate. We have 2 more 14s to go before we are locked and loaded on Resilient 14s, so we are trying to get those done here pretty quickly. So we're in a group right now for a Magister's Terrace, and then we just have Mysara Caverns after that. But so far, groups have been pretty good. The run, that last run was mostly smooth, so pretty happy with it. So we're gonna get this hopefully done. I could have just taken my portal, but I don't know. This dungeon is so close that it feels like the portal's a waste. I don't know why that is. The mental state. Oh yeah, Sol Ruka definitely. It's kind of a similar deal for sure. You're not wrong. Hits a lot of the same notes for sure. I think that's kind of. I feel like that's kind of intentional. All right, so we got a balanced druid. Okay, hunter, but survival. Survival generally feels tankier. What's his IO like? 3172. What's the 3210? Yeah, all right, we're gonna do that. Sorry to the hunter mains out there, but generally if I see a hunter in a group, I assume that they are the worst player in the group. It's just how it be. Yeah, more than a little cut. Yeah. Cut enough that I put it in the title of the stream just for fun. Well, we're not talking about all of them. We are not talking about all of them. I'm not proving or disproving anything on stream further than what's up here. Okay, tank is this dude. At 1, let's hit him with a shield. He's a monk. We'll see if he knows the wall pull tech, because he might actually bring us extra mobs. He's maybe doing the wall pull. Maybe. Alright, let's get some dam going. I should have freed him that. Oh, there's no other debuffs in this pull. I can just dispel it. Druids at 226? Hell yeah. That's neat. You said you got your Bis weapon too. What item level is that at? How'd you pull that off? That sounds pretty neat. It's always nice when like your Bis gear falls out of the sky onto your character. Okay, now I'm gonna use freedom though. We're just gonna use the double infusion procs there to keep the hunter nice and healthy. He's got beacon too, so I mean he's gonna be pretty safe regardless. Okay, yeah, and I assume we're gonna do. It's a 14. I don't think I have to ask. We're doing LOS pull here. Gonna immediately pop my defensive. You would think that the hunter being melee would mean that he would have himself in line of sight faster, but you would be mistaken. This tank's kind of getting his ass kicked. Holy. Ooh, okay. The prism, I'm assuming, William? That trinket seems goated for like a lot of people. I've seen tons of people hanging out with that. Okay, please tell me we're doing book route. We're not doing book route. Are we not doing book route? I'm gonna hold here. Okay, I can't hold too much longer though. Make sure we get our haste buff. Thread the needle. We did it. We did it, Reddit. Yeah, that prism looks like really good for a lot of people. Like that's pretty awesome get for sure. Did you get it with a bonus roll or was that a vault thing? I might have missed it. I'm like kind of locked in at the moment. I'm still in Crusader, so let's throw a couple Crusader strikes out. Oh, rolling on it at the end, yeah. Bonus roll then for sure. Yeah, those bonus rolls have been pretty nice. Like, honestly, on this character, I haven't had too much difficulty with them. My Evoker that I just started spinning up over the weekend got fucking crazy lucky, though. Like, two really good rings, like, right off the rip. Which, I mean, like, they're not the most exciting options, but, like, they're good. Okay, yeah, this is where I want to commit a little bit more. You're also depending... Are you thinking... Oh, yeah, you're thinking about running your 14 tonight, maybe? This is going to be risky. Yeah, I mean, 14s are no joke. It's definitely a step up, and if you're not feeling confident, like, there's nothing wrong with stepping that down for right now while you're pushing 3K. Like, but at the same time, I mean, you know, if you can get the people to commit to it, then, like, it's probably worth the squeeze. Oh, this is my least favorite pull. The second these worms start... I hope this group bursts the worms down, because if we don't get the worms dead quickly before the, like, big overlaps, it's nasty damage. We did it, though. No, we didn't. There's still some worms. I need to turn off right-clicking on frames during combat, because I, like, often will do that. Oh, wait. I was casting. Oh, there we go. No, it worked. Okay. We're good. We're good. More buff. Yeah, this season's been really good for key pushing. Like, I don't want to necessarily say it's easier, because, I mean, it is a little bit. Like, in terms of tuning, there's definitely a little less difficulty this season, but it's fun. I think it's, like, better for the ecosystem that it's like that, you know? Because it is just more fun to, like, be able to chill and, like, blast some keys. And, like, 12s are still hard, like, for sure. Like, doing that is still an accomplishment, make no mistake about it. Like, because... like, it requires still a lot of dungeon knowledge. Like, I've been in some, like, 12s and 11s that have been, like, brutal. So. Yeah, I mean, if you run and fail, yeah, you do get a 13. You won't get rating for that, which is... I kind of hate that about the rating system, to be honest. But, like, I also sort of get it. At the point where all you're playing for is rating, it's kind of like pass-fail for sure. Alright, we gotta use a proc. Burn Holy Power. Pop that. And that. Alright. Oh, he's right in the middle. This tank didn't do the wall trick. Boo. Alright, we're gonna pop 2 back to back there. I'm gonna let that debuff fall off. But yeah, no, this has been a real fun season, and I feel like it's been set up really well to, like, let you play alts and stuff more and kind of just have more fun with it, which I'm really liking, because, like, yeah, my druids at KSM, pushed my priest most of the way there, monks most of the way there, evokers most of the way there, demon hunter was there day 1. Like, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of, like, gearing options and opportunities to, like, just kind of play the game and have fun, which I am enjoying. It's like, even with the bugs and stuff that they've had, like this patch in particular, like, it's still been kind of fun to play the game, provided that the bugs don't, like, kill your class or something. Like, the beacon bug was kind of brutal for a little bit, but I also didn't really notice it too much, so I don't know. Maybe it was alright. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say, if you run that key, you just do the 14. Just let her rip. Like, straight up. If you fail it, you fail it, but, like... Give yourself, don't tell yourself no before the game does, right? Like, you have the 14. You can recruit literally anybody to run it. You can recruit guildies. If you have to, you can dig for pugs. Like, you've got options. Okay, this is a big slam on the tank. Boss is almost dead. We blast, and we're good. Bosses, like, I kind of hate bosses as, like, a healer because they're so much breezier than, like, actual, like, trash pulls. Like, trash pulls fucking suck on healer. They're fun, like, they're fun and engaging because they're hard, but also, like, you're sweating. Alright, we need to start pre-casting a Holy Light. We need to start using these procs. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. You know what it is that a lot of groups I've been in, like, they just do that worm pull with, like, terrible overlap on all the stuff from the casters, and so you just, like, get blown the fuck up. Because the worms all explode at the same time that, like, the fire dot's going out. And that sort of sucks and feels bad. Yeah, no, people, like, in pugs especially, it's so bad. Like, people will just, like, say whatever because there's, like, this thought that, you know, they're never going to see you again, which is, like, true to a point, but it doesn't, you know, obviously it doesn't give them license to be dickheads about it either. But, you know, people get in their head about, like, especially if they're not succeeding to the level they want to, they will always, like, get, like, super shitty about it. Like, it can never be their failure. It has to be, like, you know, oh, we double pulled this. Oh boy, please tell me you have it. Okay, they have a skull marked. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, the overlap makes it a little harder. What I will say is I really do like at, like, 12 and up how, like, affixes mostly are just background noise where you're basically just, like, playing the dungeon. Because at that point then, like, you don't have to save abilities for shit. You can, like, just kind of do stuff according to what the mechanic actually requires. Because, like, back in the day when, like, affixes never went away, like, it always felt sort of bad to have, like, oh, we could do this pull if we could use a stop here, but you can't use the stop because you have this affix coming up, or you would need to, like, manage this or hold on to that spell. And, like, now you kind of have the choice to, like, do whatever makes sense for the mechanic, and then just, like, it's harder, but you're also just playing the mechanic and you're not, like, layering on random increment, like, other crap on top of it, if that makes sense. Yeah, Mysara and Seat can definitely be bad. Like, especially for you on Ret, like, one of the biggest things you can learn from Mysara to make it, or not Mysara, but Seat to make it easier for the group is to have double freedom talented and make sure you're using freedom on other people during, like, that chain debuff on the first, like, trash packs, because you can get 2 people out of that, so there's no damage, and, like, on higher keys, you have to do that. Like, it's not a healer mechanic. You have to fix it for people. You have to, like, save yourself from it because your healer can't always do it. And, like, at a certain point, the damage is literally insane. Like, not just coming from me as a healer perspective, but, like, it sucks on high keys.
None shall lay hands on the Sinosure. The Sinosure remains here. Keep it on. Restrain him.
Yeah, Mysara just has a lot of, like, trash packs that are pretty nasty. Like, there's just, like, a lot of tight space. There's still, like, a lot of uncertainty in the routing, too. Like, a lot of tanks will use different routes. So stuff is kind of, like, variable on, like, a per-run basis there. So you kind of have a hard time learning it at times. I said time a lot in that sentence. Holy shit. I need to watch my feet. Okay, I don't have shield, so I'm not going to be able to trick out if I get the rune glaive. Where did I just hit? Oh. I tapped my shield to the righteous button. Way out here. What am I doing? What am I even doing? Okay. This group's actually pacing out the debuff, though. I like that.
Beware.
Yeah, like, genuinely, like, past, like, a 10, realistically, like, you kind of just have to, like, as DPS, like, you have to kind of clear it. Tanks or whatever, like, tanks can sustain the damage, so it's not really that bad. But, like, DPS have to get it off of themselves, like, 100%. Because at, like, at a 14, it's literally going to hit you for, like, 50% of your health every second. Like, it ticks so hard. Like it super sucks. But actually, it's kind of cool, like in one way. Like one of the things I've been enjoying about playing Paladin this season is that there's so many different times that you can use freedom to do all kinds of dumb bullshit that like lets you get away with things a lot. Like you can use it in Pit on like multiple different debuffs, including the gargoyle.
Beware.
I have a cat yelling at me. Chonk, what are you doing? Oh, he's yelling at his mom because she had the audacity to close the bathroom door. It's gonna depend on how intense the achievements are. Because I'm gonna be real honest, if your druid's at that gear level when we're doing achievements, absolutely not. I'll say that right now. But if you're geared more to a like 260-ish range, which is pretty easy to do, then like I'd feel pretty comfy with that. LOS around corner. Okay. Is he going like all the way?
Sir Ronel, the void has broken through. We...
Oh yeah, okay, he's going all the way. Alright. Druid's got threat. Somebody had their Starfall on. But yeah, no, I mean, like, provided you can play at a decent level and you're at a good gear level, it's fine with me. Like, I don't really care that much. Especially if it's within the same role. Like, people wanting to switch roles, I'd probably say no, like, just hard no to, because, like, for an achievement run, you gotta, like, understand how the fights already work with, like, the role you're playing, for sure. But also, admittedly, I haven't looked at the achievements yet. I'm vaguely aware of some of them and what they're like, but I haven't actually, like, researched them much at all. It was nice before to do them like mid-tier, but I kind of feel like they're better after AOT. Why are we pulling that? I don't like it. Alright, I mean, this tank's high rated. I'm just gonna... Bro, as long as you keep threat on it, you pull whatever the fuck you want. It's cool. Dude, okay, so I love the Dragonflight dungeons. I like the ones that they picked. I like they specifically excluded No Coup Defensive from that time walking. And the mount is sick. Like, Viranoth as a mount straight up, hell yeah. 100%, that's like, besides the fact that I have like literally 60 alts to level, I'm here for that. 100%. Because like that's such a cool mount. Like I'm actually like, I thought they might have maybe considered introducing that during Dragonflight because it feels like the perfect customization for like the Proto Drake, but doing it this way, super cool. I like it. And it's not going to be too like hard to get either, because it's just like, especially if you can just log in and kind of like hit one dungeon a week after the first week, like you've been able to do in the past events, it'll be real nice. Yeah, I've been trying to farm both Raz and the Fire Owl this week, especially because of how they tuned up the Dragonflight stuff. Like, since housing was one of the options for the weekly this week, like, no joke, I ran Amir Drasil Mythic on, like, 7 characters, including all my plate wearers that are 90, because I want my fucking axe, but... Like, I actually played DK, I mean, you remember, you actually started raiding with us that tier, but I played my DK that tier, like, specifically because it helped with that Farok fight, but also, like, because I wanted my axe. Like, kind of selfishly. It was a good DK season for raid, but also, like, I wanted my fucking... wanted my axe. Never got that. But I have like enough bad luck protection from Dragonflight still stored up that I'm pretty sure within a couple weeks I can probably get the axe, especially because I can solo it pretty easily now all the way through on Mythic. So not this week though. None of my plate wearers got shit out of that for other than the Embers, which feels bad, but and then the Raz skin, yeah, like now that you can farm that, I'm like, okay, I kind of want it. Because it's such a cool, like, mount skin, but... I'm actually still, like, super surprised they didn't, like, continue with the dragon riding, like, customization system, because that seemed like such a cool way to make mounts, like, a little bit more special and different, so you could kind of customize per, like, mount appearance, which was neat. Like, they did it a little bit with the Delver's mounts last expansion, but, like, this expansion, even though you have, like, variants of the Golem this season, like, they all are just different mounts now. You don't customize them at all, which feels kind of bad. Oh, yeah, no, like, the store, the Cherry Blossom thing, it looks really cool. I'm not buying that shit. No fucking way. Not for that cost. Like there ain't no way. We haven't had a single death yet. We're on boss 3. Fuck yeah. Alright, let's go. Like, yeah, if I was going to give Blizzard $75 at this point, I would buy the Diablo 4 expansions I don't have, because I do like that game, but I cannot justify spending money on the expansions for it right now. Just not happening. Because they look really cool, but also, like, I don't really do the whole seasonal thing in ARPGs either. Like, I will play the story once, and I'll have a great time with it, and then I'm done. So, like, Diablo for me is not a game that I play like a lot of people do, or they're doing, like, the whole season thing. They're really super engaged for, like, the life cycle of an expansion. Like, it's just not me. Okay, I need resources here. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna throw a shield. We're gonna hit that. Throw that. Fusion proc. Shock. Wog it. And we're good. Yeah, like, I mean, I get a lot of play out of my WoW subscription, so, like, I ain't mad about, like, the value proposition, but I'm not giving him a whole lot of extra. Oh my god. He's got reincarn. We're fine. I don't actually know what cooked in there. I need to kind of take a look at it, because I feel like that was bad defensive use, but I think he was just standing in his puddle for too long.
Beware.
Okay, we are not standing in any of that. Alright, we got a free Holy Light on deck. Proc, blast, that, proc, that one. Okay. Yeah, I feel like having them both as, like, packages you can buy is, like, kind of feels bad. Because, like, you can't buy one season or the other. You have to buy both, which feels kind of lame. Like, if you could choose, like, oh, I only really like the spring, like, cherry blossom one, or I want the fall one, like, that would be cool, but I don't know. I really like housing, and it, like, pisses me off that they're doing so much, like, to eliminate some of the goodwill they earn for housing by, like, making every real money housing purchase you can make obscenely expensive. Because every housing thing has been like, $5 for a fake plush in a video game, $75 for housing and furnishings in a seasonal theme. Oh, here's Shaman. Fuck off. Nah, Diablo is a buy once, but, like, for expansion content, you have to buy the expansion. So, like, if you want to play, like, I haven't bought any of the expansions, so I'd have to buy 2 at this point. I think they might include the old one with the new one, though, so that would be, like, one purchase. But, like, when they do stuff like that, it kind of makes me just think that the right play is just to buy it later. Because then it's like, okay, well, if I wait until you have 3 expansions, then I can just buy 1 expansion and get 3. Like, seems like a good deal to me. I'm a smart consumer. Like, you know. Because I really do like Diablo is actually the game that got me into, like, Blizzard's whole ecosystem. Like, I was not a Warcraft guy. Well, StarCraft kind of got me in, and then, like, Diablo is a game where I, like, really got stuck. So Diablo 2 specifically, like, I played StarCraft first, and then StarCraft was awesome, and I was like, oh, hey, they have, like, one of my friends who actually still raid with in 14 was like, hey, they have this, like, Diablo thing. Have you heard about this? I'm like, no. And so, like, we got super into it, and yeah, next thing you know, everybody I knew, except for me, ironically enough, was playing WoW, and then it was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna try to get into that too. It took me a long time to get into WoW, actually, too. Story for another time when I'm not in the middle of 14, but I played WoW on other people's accounts for, like, the first, like, 8 months the game was out, until I finally was like, okay, I think I got it. I think I'm in now. That was, like, so fucking long ago now. Oh god. This is me feeling old again. Yeah, like I will give Blizzard credit on the housing thing, though. Like, back to that, like, they have a lot of stuff you can get for housing, like, in the game, like, just as vendor stuff, which is pretty sweet. Where is this shaman? What the fuck? Why are you over there fucking around with these extra elementals, dude? Get over here. Oh, yeah, the tank probably needs a little bit of that. I can't see my feet. My camera control there was terrible. I had so many procs that the combat text that pops up over my action bars was like fucked looking. It looked like some sort of demonic incantation. But yeah, like I like a lot of the housing like systems and like the customization stuff you can get just off the vendors in game and from like achievements and different like raid drops and dungeon drops and all that. But all the cash op stuff, like they've made like really cool looking cash op stuff, but they're just charging so much for it that it just like kind of starts to feel bad. All right, are we gonna use some defensives here, folks? No? Okay. All right, well, the big mob's dead and we're stable, so. We're cooking, we're cooking. Burn these infusion procs to get everyone topped up before we head upstairs. I almost ran right off. You can run off here. I've seen that in keys, in other people's keys, thankfully not my own. But where's the tank? Did the tank fall down? Oh no. Oh, that gives you a 6-second dot? Okay, huh. Okay, this is actually kind of healing intense, so this is like one fight that I like don't like playing in this build, because I can't do very much damage during this fight because like the healing requirement is so high, and that like there's the dispel too at the same time. I popped that defensive way too early.
Beware.
Let's get a little bit of that aura mastery rolling. Drop that. I can't actually, I almost can't really pay too much attention to what the tank is doing here, so it's like, if I see a debuff on the tank, I'm just dispelling it pretty quickly, and usually I catch it kind of slow anyways, so it, like, tends to work out for the tanks that move out for it, but feels kind of bad. I'm overcapped on holy power, let's not do that. Yeah, like, I was already out by the time I caught that he even had the debuff, so... Yeah, no, you're definitely right that like the bundling makes it look worse than it otherwise would have, because I don't think the sticker shock would have been as bad if it was like exteriors for $25 a piece and bundle for like $75. Like I think that there's definitely a logic to that where it's like choosing to put them all in a $75 bundle right off the bat kind of made it look worse than it actually was. Ooh, new car? Okay. Hopefully that means that your insurance from the incident worked out well. Sorry, that sounded really ominous. I don't want to out your shit on my stream unless you want to, so... Oh, I'm already in the bubble. Hell yeah. I really need to heal this druid, and that shaman, and that, and dispel that. Sweet. Alright, now we just needed my Sara for Resi 14s.
Let us inform Lortimar. And perhaps
Oh, the belt I already have that I got from a bonus roll. We don't even have a plate wearer. I'm just gonna hearth from here. What time is it even? 6:45. Sweet. We're cooking. Selling a Jeep though, that's kind of cool. I don't think I've never really owned a Jeep. They always seem like nice cars, but I always like some of the people I know who own Jeeps are kind of crazy, so that's sort of funny to me. Let's see, I'm not at the point of getting Voidlight Marl from dungeons yet, but I did get Veteran Dawn Crests for a 14, so that's pretty fucking sweet. We love that. And my 7th Magister's Bookshelf. Yeah, those photos of that car were insane. Like, just that sucks so bad. We're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Who's a Death Knight? That seems bad. Hey, Dungeon Row is full of 272 options. This is like actually legit like the hardest I've ever pushed keys like ever. So like my first two slots being 15 and 14 is kind of nuts. I really wish that they had actually pushed that change from beta that they were testing briefly without telling anybody, where you could get your vault upgraded to plus 18 keys, where you could get up to like myth. I think it was like 4 out of 6 myth, which is pretty sweet. Might have been 3 out of 6. I don't know. Either way, you got a couple like crest discounts for pushing your keys higher in the week, which was kind of nice. Palinar, but that is Palantir. I'm like, oh, this dude's spying on me with AI bullshit. Hate to see it. All right, we can uncheck Magister's Terrace from the list of doom. 1 dungeon left. Yeah, I don't like that. The vibes are off. All right, let's roll 15 because this guy's got Resi 15. I could do it. I mean, I've completed a 15. I haven't timed it, but we did that 15 Skyreach earlier in the week and completed it. So, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Because if I could just like leapfrog my Zara from a 13 to a 15, that would be pretty sweet on my score. So, I would not hate that. Plus a 14 aprendizaje. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know why I tried to put the stank on it with the accent, but yeah, they filled up, so all right, well, there's exactly one 14 to 15 that meets my criteria in terms of party fit, if they have bloodlust or not, and already having a tank. So I guess I could uncheck the tank requirement and see, because there's probably a lot more options. Yeah. But like triple DPS with like 10 as their best in the dungeon and sub 3k, like ooh. Ew. Feels bad. Do mechanics generally say you should get Jeeps? I don't know, that's interesting to me. I feel like a lot of newer cars just generally are like kind of awful. I don't know. My sister-in-law has like had a Mini Cooper for a while, and like, I mean, it's made by BMW first of all, which sucks because BMW is like the king of like proprietary parts and bullshit. But like any work that had to be done on like the bottom half of the engine compartment required pulling like everything out. Like you had to literally pull the engine out to like get down there, which seemed stupid as hell. This group looks like they might have a good chance of success. Let's sign up. Prop Pally sort of gives me pause, but that's not... Well, no, yeah, 2983 Prop Pally. Okay, yeah, never mind. 2011? Okay. I don't know if it was a good year for Jeeps or not, honestly, but... I also don't know when they got bought by Stellantis, honestly. Like, I only, like, became aware of Stellantis as a thing, like... I don't know, I want to say like 3 years ago, and it was mostly just hearing about them as a company being owners of like the Chrysler like portfolio. I think it was Chrysler, because I want to say Chrysler is what owned like Dodge and Jeep, and I don't know if there's any other brands under that. I'm not much of a car guy either, but in this house we have 2 Toyotas, so damn, Crown Vics are a throwback though. Like my dad, when he was still alive, was a cab driver, and like they got Crown Vics like all the time. Like that was like their top of the fleet was the Crown Vic. Like I have fond memories of that as a kid. This DPS only group doesn't look terrible, but I don't know. Something about trying to apply and waiting for a tank feels sort of bad. I don't know. You know what? It's 14. Let's see. Let's see. If they were a 15 at that, well, actually with their ratings, probably would have been fine too, honestly. I think I'd probably be okay with it. Ooh. Had about 110 rating and 2 item level on this other Holy Paladin. Get dunked on, Slimhar. I took your spot. Taking your job. don't know why I did the crotch chop, but like all the way up here. Like, what are we even chopping at this point? I also just got ported to a phase of Silver Moon where 2 people are RPing in emotes. I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, well now we get to play the real waiting game, which is, will a tank sign up for this key? Question mark. Did we have any deaths on that last? I think we did a deathless 14. Okay. Yo, let's fucking... Yeah, we did. That was the 2 chest. Fucking A, let's go. I feel like Magisters is actually one of the easier keys this season. Like, at least, like, from my POV, I feel like that's kind of true. Like, every Magisters I've been in has been kind of, like, surprisingly chill. Like, it's kind of alright.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Oh, man, back in the... I say back in the day, but also this was literally 13 years ago. I drove, like, a 99, like, Subaru... It was like, it was one of the, like, the station wagon style ones, but man, that was such a good car. Oh, Fiat's in there too. Okay, yeah, that was, I had a feeling there was like one other make in there that I didn't know. Because to me, like, Fiat always feels like European. I guess Stellantis is European, so that makes sense, but I feel like Fiat, like, wasn't much of a thing in the States, and probably until Stellantis bought the Chrysler portfolio. Ooh, tank waiting game time. Here we go. You know, honestly, at this point, I could just fly over to my Sara while we're waiting, and I bet you I could get to the dungeon before we have a tank queue up. I'm not just doing that because if I say it out loud, all of a sudden the tank is going to queue. But I'm also kind of maybe doing it for that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. So far, it is not working, so that's fine. I need to get some more water before this last dungeon here. Last stream dungeon, probably. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes. Obviously, it's still young, but I might do some alt keys too. I don't know. I've been trying to push 10s on my druid because Resto Druid is supposed to be like the meta healer this season. Plus, like, just from, like, a, like, coaching and, like, understanding PoE, I've been trying to get better at Resto Druid just so I, like, understand it better. So, might be fun to slum around in a couple of 10s on my, my Resto. Or push that AUG. I have 2 dungeons I have no timers on, and I could get an easy KSM if I could just bump 10s in there. Plus, I got 2 reroll tokens on her still? Or 2 bonus rolls? I made it to the dungeon without a tank queuing. Well, don't I look stupid? Bovine Jovi. Okay, that's a good druid name. I respect it. I kind of wish I was into cars enough to want a toy car, but I also feel like it's probably better for my budget that I'm not. But I usually only get cars that I like, either like driving or that are super economic. Like, I had a Ford Focus for no other reason than that I just owned it outright. I actually have not had a car payment ever in my adult life, like legitimately ever. So that is, like, financially kind of a sweet deal. Like, don't wanna rock that boat too much. Although, I don't know, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, the college degree lets me get, like, a highfalutin job that I could actually afford a car payment out of and not feel like I'm, like, making a compromise. Ooh, shit, 281 Guardian Druid. Bartholus means we might have to deal with oceanic lag, though. Group lead's not immediately going for him. I don't know if he just doesn't see him or not, though. I'll have to see. The Guardian Druid's pretty good in here. Their damage profile is not terrible for it. Mark of the Wild would be a good buff to have in the group. Also, I mean, I don't know. Like, we are kind of in the tank shortage time, so, like, maybe we just, like, take a tank that's got a demonstrated track record and is queued for our group. I don't know. Maybe OG till death is AFK somewhere. Oh, he's actually inside the dungeon. Okay. I'm gonna run in then. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of like not having a car payment, and also like the fact that it reduces your insurance payment by not having a lien or anything, a loan that you have to like have paid off if you like wreck your shit. Also haven't had a car accident though in my adult life, so you know, that feels pretty good. Ah, we got a warrior? Wow. Literally went through the loading screen and we got a whole ass different tank than the one I saw. Prot warrior with 750,000 health. That seems like a good sign. I kind of want to see what item level that corresponds to, because I feel like tank health balance is like crazy this season. Like they're all over the place. 278. Okay. No, I fuck with it. Let's go. All right, we time this one, then we are locked in. We got our Resi 14s, so... Ooh, we gotta get in play mode. Let's go. I was gonna say hey, because I like trying to be social in groups. I don't know. Feel weird that I like sat in this group for a minute without saying anything. Anyways. Oh, DK's on his phone. Death Knights be playing on their phone, texting instead of beating up things with their ghoul. I don't know. What is it the Death Knights do? Okay, so the Evoker absolutely gets one, and I feel like actually putting it on the tank might be the play here. I don't know. Because, like, Unholy is pretty tanky. Ret's pretty tanky. I know Prot Warriors don't need a lot of healer love, but they do need some. Necro, welcome in. What's up? Where did my hair go? Into the trash. About 5 days ago at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the Red Pally. I feel like that's the right play. I just kind of wanted to regrow it, see how it would look. I haven't actually like done anything major short of like little trims and shit. That's the wrong thing. Since 2022, I think is when we figured out that I had last done anything major to it, so... Yeah, that's why I had to put that I was like doing a baldness reveal in the title, because I didn't want people to like tune in and be like, who the fuck is this dude? What? I want recklessness. But yeah, that's still me. This is not necessarily the surprising part. This is more because I have not gone beardless in... Well, actually, hold on. I did kind of shave off most of it last summer. Yeah, it was actually last summer. It's an accumulation of all three raids for this tier.
3, 2,
so
1.
The glory achieved this time is straight up just like all three raids achievements combined. And I think it's like Dawn Raid or Midnight. I don't even actually remember the name of the achievement offhand. Oh no, like shaved beards, like facial hair policy, or like everything. We got glowies in a 14. Uh-oh. We might be in danger. I should not have put that on the tank. That's okay. It's a pretty cool mount. So you know those big, like beefy dudes who drop down when we're doing paladins and we're doing the trash on the way over? It's one of those. Like a harrower, I think it's called. But yeah, it's a pretty big, like snooty boy. It's a pretty sick mount, actually. It's very cool. Okay, that was actually kind of a small pull. Alright, we're going right? Hell yeah. Okay, cool. I feel like in high keys, I can tell if we're going to succeed at a Mysara if we go right over left. Because I feel like the tanks I've seen who go left kind of don't know the route as well. And there's more like shitty trash over there. I don't know. I can't put a finger on it. Like it's mostly a feeling. It's feelycraft, but I do feel like when I've been in high keys, this route is more successful. And I couldn't actually tell you why. Not the paladin sandwich. Well, I guess you would be a hunter sandwich in paladin bread. That actually sounds worse now that I put it like that. But anyways. Okay, we're about to have big AoE. I need to build some holy power. That's probably where Light of Dawn build would actually be pretty sweet, because the rot damage there would be a lot easier to respond to. What's we actually got on? Oh, second's on. Okay. Sick. I've not been paying any attention to who's on in guild or even looking at my chat pane that much in game, because I'm like looking up here at my stream chat, which is probably bad, but I don't know. It's like it's pretty low-key Monday night. I think everyone's kind of waiting for buffs. Like, I actually almost debated not doing my Resi push this week because I get a lot of buffs tomorrow on this character. So I was like kind of debating if I just wanted to hold out for the extra 15% on my spenders, but I'm glad I took the shot here, because even though we're not done, like, this is the last run, so we need to time it, but feels good so far. I feel like this was a good idea. Success rate's been really high. The keys have been popping. I'm not standing in that. I hate having debuffs on stairs in this game because it's... Are you out of my line of sight? Fuck, 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 fuck. So I know Resto Druid's getting nerfed a little bit. Devour Demon Hunter's getting nerfed a little bit. Aug Evoker's getting nerfed a little bit. But they're all pretty small nerfs. I think Unholy DK is getting nerfed primarily for dungeons. Like, it's an AoE nerf that's like 8%, but their single target's like 1 to 2%. Like, it's not a terrible nerf. Actually, like, I watched a lot of tuning videos this weekend because I actually have a hyperfixation on this game. I spent a lot of time watching content about it, but... Yeah, like, everything's kind of looking okay. The Guardian one's kind of interesting because, like, they are getting nerfed in damage, but, like, it's also going to help their threat, which is sort of an interesting, like, contradiction. Because it doesn't, like, intuitively make sense that the nerfs they're getting are going to fix their threat, but also, like, because of how they're changing thrash damage, like, it is going to be helpful. So I've seen that happen in keys. Like, Guardian Druids can genuinely be a threat, like, to themselves or, like, to the group if they are, like, gathering and running with a pack, because thrash damage, like, the dot does not keep up. Like, it's pretty scary sometimes. Like, I've genuinely had that. Like, I feel like the last time I ran a key with a Guardian Druid on this character, it was, like, one of the few times I've used Bop this season, because I was like, oh, that DPS is about to get dunked on. Let's fix that. Which, I mean, like, I'm glad I'm playing a healer who has a tool to deal with that, because otherwise, as a healer, that just kind of sucks. You're like, well, that DPS is gonna fucking die. Good luck. See you on the other side. Wonder Bread. I am standing in circles. That almost got me. Now, how would you package Paladin Bread, though? Like, honestly. Oh, that bird is facing right at the party. I don't like it. What are these birds doing here? This isn't an Algathar. Get out of here, bird. Like, I feel like, okay, if you put Paladin Bread in, like, a class-colored wrapper, like the bright pink, I feel like that would be too on the nose. How would you package it, though? Like... Graphic design challenge, epic stream chat. Let's go. What goes on the package of Paladin Bread? Covenant chest? Okay, no, I like it. Which Covenant though? Kyrian? Because Kyrian's good, but like, I don't know. It's hard to play Holy Paladin and not think about like Venthyr and Ashen Hallow style. But then that's not really Paladin-ish. That's just like the best Paladin ability for a minute. Knights Templar? Okay. Would you say that it's under a blessing of protection for freshness? Or is that too far? I don't know. Oh, I didn't even have a target there. Okay. Alright, so that's 6, that's 7. Ah, I said the thing. Oh, last time I did this was on my evoker, and it was way easier to just fly down. I had to actually run this. Oh, we're pulling this whole hut? Okay. We have one prisoner here. Yeah, we still need it. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. That makes sense. No, what would be too far is if I had Blessing of Protection brand condoms, which should actually be a thing. I feel like Blizzard has missed an opportunity multiple times over the last 20 years to make that a thing. I should have had a defensive there. Oh, that snare fucking sucks. Holy shit. That was a lot of damage. I got a little scared there, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it came through as clearly as I would have liked, but alright, yeah, that's where I would want that Light of Dawn build. I might actually try that build once I start pushing a little higher here. Because I feel like in this dungeon, that build would probably kind of slap. Oh my god, I stood in the fucking shit. I'm waiting. We're out of combat. We're out of combat. Okay. Cool. I can't believe I did that. I was so good at dodging the earlier circles, and then it was just like this one was like, I think it's your time now. At least my beacons don't go away when I die. That's kind of helpful. Alright, this tank's gonna probably get clapped by that, so let's fix it. I kind of don't like the wall pull here, actually. I'm gonna get this debuff off the Evoker. Although, oh no, he took it off the DH, or the DK. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I was about to say, I've only played AUG for like 2 days at this point, but like, that feels like bad AUG play if you're not using Cauterizing Flames to get your own buff off, or like take it off of somebody else in the party. Because...
Beware.
I hope Freedom doesn't fuck that up for him. Just, yeah, okay, good. This would be the one occasion where I learned in a 14 that doing that, hitting Freedom makes you unable to take the Ice Trap. Oh, man. That would be my luck. Alright, I'm taking it off myself. I don't know what the Evoker's gonna do, so I don't want to plan around it, and I'll have to Dispel pretty quick here. So now I can take it off the Evoker. Well, actually, he probably has Cauterizing Flames probably still on cooldown, so... Alright, take it off the Ret, even though he should be dispelling his own damn disease. We're just gonna hit shield and be completely unbothered by that. I mean, look at like the bop icon. If you think about it, is perfectly round too. Like you can put that blessing icon on a condom package and it would fit 100%. You don't even need to make any changes or alterations. It's perfect as it is. All right, Evoker's health bar is kind of doing tricks with that disease. Let's both get the disease off, but also sack him with these nuts. Okay, that's the last time I'm doing that joke. Joke, air quotes. Joke implies it's funny. Oh dear. I can't even tell you who has it. Is it the... It's on the DK. Okay, Shield of Vengeance on a condom feels a little bad though. Like, I don't know. That one kind of doesn't sit right with me a little bit. I forgot the tank was Murlocked out. I was like, why are we getting Murgles in the middle of this dungeon? Okay, I can catch a free drink here while we're waiting. It's for bad boy. Oh no.
But why did Murojin bring them here? The kidnapping war
Not like that.
didn't get to the root of the evil.
If you're playing Prot though, you can get Sentinel. Sentinel could be a good one. I like it. Blessing of Sacrifice feels strange. I don't know if it fits. Freedom could be good. Freedom could be like a lightweight one. I don't know. You got some marketing opportunities there though. You're not wrong.
Magic using the
I mean, I feel like Rhett is the bad boy paladin. I have aggro. I need to get this to the tank so he can clap it off with the noise of his cheeks. Alright, cool. We can go in damage mode here for a little bit. No, we can't go damage mode here for a little bit, actually. Holy. I still kind of want him to add more support specs. Like, I feel like playing AUG, especially like this season, has kind of like made me want more of that, because I think that like AUG sucks like sometimes so bad because like they can't balance it well, because it like there's nothing like it. So it's either like good and you have to take it for like high keys, or it's bad and you never take it for anything. I feel like if you had like 3 more support specs, maybe 4, like if you had it as a category like tanks or healers where you had like some options, it would kind of slap. Like, I think that you could balance all of them a little bit differently and it would still feel really good. Like, I don't know. Like, that's my game designer brain a little bit going, but I think that like, yeah, if we get to a point where they're adding more specs to classes, I think that like 3 or 4 support specs added would make that problem so much easier to deal with. Support Pally I think would be cool, because I could see something like, I think a Sword and Shield DPS would be sick, but then like you use like blessings more as like buffs, like so you would have like the normal Pally blessings, like the class ones, but then you could have like a shit ton of spec specific ones where you could like add damage buffs or like guarantee like a crit or something would be kind of a cool option. We just, oh yeah, I forgot, all those corpses fucking explode when they die. Well, nobody died, so yeah, that went pretty okay. Because I'm thinking like a support Pally would be awesome. I think a support priest that's like a holy DPS but like has like some like support capabilities would be sick. I think like the long shot would be some saboteur style like supports though, where like you have a warlock that's like exclusively focused on like curses. Like that would be hella cool. Like you could curse and put like the damage debuffs and shit up. I think that one would be cool. I think like a demon hunter like spec that could be curse focused or like debuff focused on the target would be super sweet. Like stuff like that. I think like you could kind of play with it more with more specs. Like you could have like offensive supports where they're doing more stuff to enemies to like get the result that they're looking for, and then you could have like the like more like AUG style where it's like, oh, they can just, you know, buff their allies, and it's pretty cool, huh? Okay, dual wield Pally would kind of slap though, you're not wrong. I like it. Yeah, no, the way they made AUG work this expansion, I actually played, I did a like quick normal raid on my AUG this morning. It was kind of fun. But like the way they fixed that is that Evan Might just like automatically hits like a bunch of targets in range. Like, so you don't have to use prescience to target it anymore. You use prescience to put an extra crit buff on people. And then you just like hit Evan Might on cooldown and you extend it by using a bunch of your rotational stuff. And like it's a pretty good setup because you can put Evan Might on a bunch of targets but not everybody. So in raid it's like you still have value from bringing like 2 or possibly 3 AUG evokers if that's what you're trying to do. But then like for the AUG evoker it's easy because you just like kind of rip Evan Might on cooldown most of the time. And like the whole game you're trying to play with your other DPS spells around the margins is like keeping it extended by like constantly hitting other stuff that gives it extra duration. So it's kind of a sweet deal. Like I like it a lot. Like I liked the AUG playstyle from the beginning because I played a lot of AUG in Season 2 of Dragonflight when it first came out. But like I'm digging the current form of it. Like, because it is meta right now, but it's also like not meta in the same way it has been before, because like in the seasons where meta was like super, or where AUG was super meta before, it like was mandatory in high keys, like you just had to have one. Where like now it feels more flexible, like you can bring other stuff and it's still fine, but like AUG has kind of a very specific buff roll that's super neat. And like especially with the like the other meta DPS, it like gives them pretty strong buffs that really like synergize well. So that's kind of a nice like team play thing, which is neat in an MMO. Like being able to focus on team play is always super cool. So I heal primarily in FF14 too, and it's kind of a different ballpark there because it's very damage focused, like more so than even WoW is. Like WoW actually kind of started being more damage focused when FF14 started taking off. But like it is kind of a different flavor. I feel like WoW healing is very like, it's either very plan heavy, like if you're playing Resto Druid or like Disc Priest well, like you have to like super plan ahead and like do a lot of setup and ramping and things. Like I like Holy Pally this season because it's very reactive. Like there's a lot where you're just kind of playing whack-a-mole, but you benefit from doing setup, but it's also very high APM. Like you have to be able to react to stuff super quick. Like at this level of keys, like it's not too bad yet, but there can be issues where like if I make one mistake in my GCDs or planning out like how I'm going to spend my next global, I can like just eat shit super hard and the party just starts dying, which is stressful in a way. It's like good stress most of the time, but like sometimes it's bad stress, especially with like a lower skilled group. It gets so bad, like it's so actively like sweating your ass off trying to keep everyone alive. But also like high-end stuff, you have to plan a lot of your cooldowns like super far in advance. Like you can't just YOLO your shit. You have to like know exactly where you're going to commit stuff and send it like regardless. I haven't played a whole lot of healer in ESO though. How does that actually like kind of clue me in a little bit, like the best you can? How does that actually like feel to play? Like what's the primary difference, if you could like if you're able to quantify it? Because like even though I haven't done it in a while, like WoW healing is kind of like home for me. Like this is how I started raiding, was playing Holy Priest back in like vanilla. Like Priest is actually the character I started playing when like the game actually kind of stuck for me, and I was like, yeah, I actually like this. That makes sense. I feel like, yeah, ESO is definitely designed more for controller. I know that's kind of the case for 14 too. Like 14 plays pretty well on hotbars too, for sure. But it has like a very controller friendly setup, which is nice. AoE from Morgan. Yeah, I could see that too. It's actually really weird. Like I've been noticing this the more healers I've leveled this expansion in WoW, but like they actually took away a lot of AoE heals, which is kind of funny. Like so much of how you heal in WoW now for AoE is like setup heavy, where like you're either playing whack-a-mole to build resources, or you're like just single target healing and just like slapping everybody with buttons. Like there's a couple healers that still have some good AoE options, but like in dungeons, you almost never play Light of Dawn as a Holy Paladin. Like you straight up like don't take the talents for it, and you just hit single target heals like 98% of the time. Which is fun in a different way, but it's weird too. Because like, yeah, if everyone's taking consistent damage, it feels pretty bad. It's very fixable. Like you can kind of like, it's a skill thing where you can kind of like get better at it, and that feels nice, but it's weird. It's very weird. Because like, yeah, not being able to hit an AoE heal here kind of feels strange. Because there's a lot of moments where I would love to be able to just tap a quick AoE and top everyone off, or at least like do something there. And I just kind of don't have that option. Because Light of Dawn without talents hits like a fucking noodle. It does like nothing. But like because of how the talents work out and how your like healing strengths like synergize, you just never want to actually hit it. Although it's kind of becoming more of a thing with the buffs now. Like I'm curious to see how that goes, because it would be neat to see it like take off a little bit. Because the whack-a-mole style is like fun, but also like I feel like as key level gets higher, it feels a lot worse if you fuck up. Like if you target the wrong person for a global, it's pretty bad. We haven't given ESO too much of a try. Like I've seen a fair amount of stuff on it. For a while there was a streamer that was kind of in community for a little bit. I just took like a big blast to the face. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's just the pops. Did they pop both at the same time? We're alive, it's fine. I feel like a lot of other MMOs have like, I mean, I know you're talking more about a healer, but like have more support options, which is kind of neat. Like, I feel like WoW sometimes as a community tends to have, like, more individualistic players that don't really like the support role. I think that's why AUG gets so much shit sometimes, is because, like, people don't like doing the support role.
There's still
Because it's hard to
many
be individually, like, covered in glory as a support.
them from feeding the monster.
Ooh, excuse me, that was a nasty cough. Why are those DPS over on the other side? Like, I feel like, yeah, like, it would be cool to have stuff like that more, because I think that that's, like, more interesting as, like, a team play thing, is to have, like, different options for, like, what if I don't need to heal? I should do damage, or I should have ways to, like, buff people, or make things work differently. But I feel like some WoW players, like, live and die by their DPS meters, and that sucks. Because, like, that's not as much fun as, like, being able to be, like, have a more, like, team-focused effort where you kind of, like, get to play a little differently and be rewarded for it by, like, having better teamwork or, like, strategizing to overcome with different, like, synergies and stuff. Like, I don't know. I think that shit's kind of interesting because, like, so many games handle it so differently, and I feel like WoW has definitely moved away a little bit from some of the team play stuff. Because, like, AUG Evoker is a really cool step back towards it, but then, like, some people in the community fucking hate AUG. Like, I have seen, like, just, like, in community, like, just reading, like, forum posts and, like, Reddit and shit, like, there are some people who, like, legit...
Your
oh my god, that damage spike.
wasn't necessary.
Oh shit, I'm almost dead again. Ah! But I mean, yeah, that's a little way. I think that's cool though. Like, the idea of having like a heal bar and a DPS bar and having different like opportunities to use both is super neat. Like, that's genuinely like a cool design thing. I keep getting hit by the fucking tornadoes. We're right at the finish line of my last Resi 14, and it's like I've never done a dungeon before. What is happening? It's probably because I turned on game designer brain. I started talking all serious and shit. I'm gonna blame myself for that. I mean, honestly, it is my fault, but I think maybe the DPS could have done a better job of, like, doing a more orderly kill on those blowing up goblins. They're not goblins. I want them to be goblins, so why are we also pulling this? Do we actually need all this bridge trash? Oh, it's more of these guys. Oh boy. Okay. I don't have a dispel for 2. I'm dispelling at 2, which, I mean, at that point I might as well have just healed through the last tick anyways, but fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna put my Holy Divine Shield up now. So I refuse to die a second time to that mechanic. Alright, the tank can sustain it. I'm gonna dispel this. Dispelled myself at 1. I could have just kept that. What am I doing? Yeah, I feel like support's like, it's such a fun niche, because like, why? We don't need the bat. We still have the drummer boy. We're not pulling the bats into the drummer boy, are we? Like, actually, please tell me that's not what we're doing. Because, I mean, we're moving as a group, at least. Better than some groups I've been in here with, because this drummer boy sucks if people don't move together. Holy shit. I've been in some groups where I'm like, especially because of how you have to heal as Holy Paladin, I'm fucking scrambling the second we get up here to, like, fix everyone's health bars from, like, 0. So bad. Okay, DK needs that. I need my own light proc, and we didn't need the bats at fucking all. Oh my god, imagine. What are we even doing? We're not taking them into the boss for funnel, so I don't know why we have them. But yeah, I think, like, there's definitely stuff WoW could do, like MMOs in general, but like games in general can do to have more flavors, and I feel like support being more of a thing in a team play game is super cool. Like, I think that's 100% like the way it ought to be more often, is that like games that have team play elements should have like a role where you get to be like really focused on playing as a team and doing it like well, you know. I almost died to that. That damage is pretty nutty. Oh, fuck. Okay. That went so badly. Yeah. That's gonna suck. Okay, no, we're recovered. We're recovered. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not standing in nothing. I'm not getting caught by that. Please tell me you got damage for it. Okay, yeah. Can I heal while I'm still up here? I think I can, yeah. No, I can't. Whew. Okay. Well, we're still cooking. We're still cooking. If we get the full damage buff here, which we should, then like yeah, we're pretty okay. Death Knight's like super out of range though. Well, we got 5 minutes to kill the boss, provided we don't have any other deaths. We have no B-reses, so we are definitely in the situation of, like, having to manage this better. But the damage is there, so we just need to keep the survivability up, and I need to make sure I'm, like, on task healing-wise. Okay, tank took it against the wall. That's good strat. It's good tech. I like it. Alright, I'm not going to put this as close, because, like, it is nice to have them closer for cleave, but, like, also we kind of had a problem with them being too close last time, and that kind of, like, sucked. Yeah, I mean, that was fine. Took a little longer for them to die, but they still died in time. Like, we're not struggling here. I can't see where the other ones are. I'm going to try to spread this a little bit more. Okay, well, really don't have anything to cover that, so. Sweet. Okay, we got it. Where's my res key? There it is.
Creature dead and the vile branch gone. We with the bark all be sleeping a little safer.
Resi 14s get.
We will always be looking over our shoulders at the vile.
That was a little sweaty at the end there. Holy.
The chief will have a reward for you.
Oh, I am typing all kinds of shit. Nowhere where I wanted to go. Yay, no loot. That's alright. I didn't need anything. I genuinely don't think I need anything out of this dungeon. I mean, it would be hero track anyways, so. Who cares? Don't want it. Sweet. I think we might actually have a raid target at this point. I'm betting. Aha, we do. Alright. So that's gonna be it for stream tonight. I'll probably still be here for playing for those. I mean, realistically, I think all of you are guildies at this point. So yeah, I'm online. Y'all know what's up. But we're gonna send y'all over to Loopy's stream to go check out. He's playing. It looks like Metroid Prime 4 at the moment. It is Don't Starve Together night for him normally. I don't know if that's still happening. I have not kept up very well with the Discord today. But go check him out. Hit him with a follow if you don't already follow him somehow. I seriously doubt any of you don't. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the cheers. Thanks for the encouragement. See you next time. As soon as it'll let me hit the raid button. There we go. Now I can actually see.
Hello and welcome to the